Hello everyone, and today we are trying to protect ourselves against all of the rain. In this game, we are a grill who is trying to stop ourselves from being extinguished from all of this rain. To do that, we use our little fire circle that you can see dotted about, and we need to try and extinguish the rain before it hits us and takes away all of our health. When doing that, we earn some currency, which we have 113 of, which we can use for various upgrades. As we're quite early on, I'm feeling like our best bet is to put some money into upgrading our currency. So we've made it so that we gain 3 coins every second that we're alive, and we're going to give ourselves an extra 0.3% chance that a droplet will be golden. We will also buy ourselves a firestorm because that just sounds cool. We do still have an awful lot of rain coming through, and that firestorm looks incredible. We just have the issue where our fire circle is a little bit slow, so we do kind of want to see if there's somewhere that we can upgrade our movement speed, which there is. It is a 75% increase, so we'll just put a couple of levels into that and then get ourselves a bit of health regeneration and then a chance to double our coins. That movement on the fire circle is nearly enough that it keeps up with my mouse, so we should be able to do a little bit better as long as I can pay enough attention at all of the rain coming down, because that's insane amounts. It picks up so fast. I'm hoping we can make the evaporation circle bigger. That is evaporation area for 75 coins, so we are going to grab one level of that, grab a ball of fire as well, and then just increase the radius of our evaporation area. So we do now have a ball that just floats around and attacks. Should hopefully just burn through some of these so that we can get a few more out of the way. And I did make it so that the wall of fire has a chance to go up a bit more often, so hopefully we should be seeing that more often. I do think that I'm going to want to go back and upgrade the amount of money that we make from everything, because at the moment we could still earn more, and we'll see how much of that we can do. Or we'll buy eruption so that when we die, every droplet on screen has a chance to give us money. So if we make sure that when we're about to die, the screen's as full as it can be, so we could stop like there, and then it has a chance to give us a load more. Because we didn't have a very good run that one anyway, the firestorm didn't go off, it wasn't the most impressive, but it is just a little bit of extra money that can build up, especially with how much these rounds are getting more and more droplets. We just get big bursts of it at the end, especially if we mix that with just upgrading our passive income, so it's now 5 every second, and we'll make it so we've got a 20% chance of getting a coin when we take damage. So we are just kind of doubling up on as many sources of income as we can get just yet. Kind of think that we're going to want to get our evaporation range up again, and maybe just a straight damage on it. I think we're still one-shotting at the moment, so it might just be a size and a movement speed thing that we want to upgrade, or my brain's just too slow and I'm not keeping up with all of this is more the problem. We'll give it a little bit more movement speed before we just go back to our passive income and the chance to get double coins up to 6% as well. So we came across a pink triangle that time, and those do take more damage than we can deal out at the moment. So I'm going to increase our damage by 100% because it did seem like it was only 2 strikes to defeat it. And then I might add a heat wave and a ball of gold just for extra effects on the screen, because it does feel like that we need more going on. So we do now just have that golden ball bouncing around, who should hopefully clear some stuff when he hits stuff. And then we've got that fire effect as well that just has a chance of going off and clearing most of the board, which no matter what is just helpful. We may need to increase our health though, because I'm not very good, so just having more of a buffer for my stupidity. Yeah, we definitely kind of want to get our regeneration and our maximum health up, so I'm going to see if we can max out our maximum health first, which does leave us with nearly 1,000 coins. So what I might do is bounce between regeneration and health and our firestorm, just for whichever one is cheapest, and then put the rest into just making a little bit more money. I'm kind of hoping that with our new max health and our health regen going up, we just might be able to last a little bit longer than we have been, because that will hopefully just scale our income a bit more. So we have now hit the point where our damage again is not keeping up, so we just need to see if there are some options somewhere. So what I might do is just slow the targets down a little bit, upgrade the firestorm, and then increase our radius and movement speed, in hopes that just them being a little bit slower means that we might just be able to clip them more often, and then that might help us out just a little bit more. As soon as we do get to the medium, we don't one-shot these, and they take so much more damage to defeat that we do just need to put as much as we can into these upgrades, I think, in hopes that just having more effects happening is going to stop this. We are consistently getting to medium and making about 1500 per run. It might be worth us pushing income up first. So if I push that up to 60% chance to gain a coin when taking damage, push our passive income up to 8 per second, and make it so that gold coins drop 10 coins, and we'll skip so that we're 5 seconds in. I don't really know what that does for us. I mean, I know what it does, but I don't know if that's helpful or not. It doesn't really seem to have done anything either way. So we did hit hard for the first time there, which is definitely, you know, a significant jump from where we have been, and we came away with like 1800 coins, so we can get the passive income up to 15 per second, and we can make it so that we can be a little bit lucky again, so we just have a lower chance of taking damage when we get hit. Hopefully with that stacking with our quite high starting health, we might be able to see a bit more of the game. So we have made about just shy of 4,000 coins, so we are going to increase our passive income again. And I was just reading this. Am I not meant to defeat the purple triangles? Because it says they will deal substantial when evaporated, but not when they reach the grill. Have I been screwing myself over by fighting them? It feels like I probably have. Everything else has been about defeating everything. So I was, you know, expecting that you have to defeat them. I guess not. So that is one thing I need to try and ignore now, which is a bit weird because that's the direct opposite of everything else in the game. You know, at least learning how to play is an advantage. Yeah, now having a few more runs under my belt, it is definitely don't break them, which is exactly what it says on the tin. Recommendation for everyone: learn to read. It's supposedly quite helpful. So we are getting quite consistency to hard where our damage falls off. So I'm thinking if we just up the damage by an extra 100% and then give it a little bit more area, and then just see which of these we can carry on working on maxing out. Like, we're not going to be able to max any of them out, but we might be able to get them closer. Or I spend my money on completely opposite things than I was thinking, but we now have a 75% chance of getting a golden heat wave, which gives 5 to 10 times the coins, and we've got more chance of golden evaporation or areas coming in. So hopefully that just helps out a little bit. This damage increase has definitely helped going into the medium level and hard, because we are now actually able to defeat these quite a lot easier than before. We do have the bit of the issue where we do kind of two-shot the purples, which goes against everything we've been trying to do, but, you know, future problem to deal with. As soon as we get to very hard though, we do run into them taking twice the amount of hits to defeat. We might be able to get away with a couple of runs where we just prioritize getting more money again before we then go back to adding in more damage. With that in mind, we are going to give ourselves a 100% chance to be rewarded with double coins when an eruption kills the droplets, and we will give ourselves a 12% chance to receive double coins when a droplet is evaporated, and we'll make the droplets slightly bigger as well, because that might just make them easier to hit. I'm not going to lie, I don't notice the difference. I feel like that one could have done with a bit of a side-to-side comparison, but someone who has a bit more of an attention span and a memory might be able to tell the difference. So we saved up a good 11,000 coins this time because I want to max that out, which I couldn't. Right, so as I was saying, I saved up about 12,000 so I can max out our passive income, as I did just kind of want to start earning some proper amounts of money, as we did feel like we were lacking just a little bit. But what I did feel like is we do need a bit more regeneration, so we are going to regenerate 5 health every second and move a little bit faster and have a bit of a larger area as well. With the last 500, I am going to make it so that we are down to a 0.0 0.05% chance for triangles to spawn, down from a 0.07. That just hopefully means that I won't be stupid enough to run into them. I think we kind of want to get some of these damage amps back up, so we are going to max out our golden heat wave, nearly max out our balls of fire, and get ourselves a couple of balls of luck. So it just gives us a better chance for the golden evaporations to happen, which should hopefully just carry us through the final few levels. Because we did get up to insane on the last one, but we again weren't dealing enough damage. But I didn't want to just do straight damage increases when we've got all these cool effects that we can work on as well. Because if we can have them going off more often, that might just do it for us. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but you know, one can hope. My swiping from side to side as often as I can doesn't seem to clip the entire screen. I think it's because my mouse goes off the window that it just kind of misses the corners, or it might be that it's just not following far enough because it falls behind with the not perfect movement speed. So we might need to consider upgrading them as well. Or now here's one that's out there. I can max out regeneration and balls of fire and make it so that we gain more coins when we take damage. I know that is very out there, but I like my money. And these effects do seem to be going off quite a lot more often now, which I do very much like. It is a bit busy on the eyes sometimes, but it is very pretty and helpful. Can't forget that it is carrying me through making money. Insane is insane. It isn't joking. Look at this. How is anyone meant to keep up? My brain. But I do definitely feel like that we are going to need a bit more movement speed, a little bit more area and a bit more damage. I don't know if we're going to need to max that out right now, but we did also get a little bit screwed by these spawning. So if we could get those down really low, and I'm thinking next run, we'll just finish that off so that they almost never appear, because I had horrendous luck on the run before that one where I just kept getting them back to back, and because it was in the midst of that insane bit where, as you saw, there's a lot happening, it's just no way not to hit them. This increased movement speed does mostly seem to be helping, but I don't know, I might just not be moving far enough. What on earth is going on? Somebody help me. How are you meant to go? I can see why there's still more damage upgrades coming up, but we came away with 20,000. We can make it so that the purple triangles barely ever turn up. We're just gonna put as much as we can into maxing out our movement speed, max out our damage, add a bit more chance to get some golden droplets as well, just because at the end there I think we need it. I thought insane was bad. What on earth? Good luck and then just a shocked face, like. Yeah, these new damage and movement upgrades were so worth it. Look, we're still at nearly max health and we've just hit insane. I still want more effects like the firestorms and whatnot, so hopefully we've got some other cool stuff that we can dump some money into, but we are giving good luck a run for its money. It's no longer like the perfect health that we had a minute ago because it just goes a little bit torrential. We are being a good umbrella right now. We beat it! But we do have more upgrades that we can buy. So even though we know we can beat it, we still have more money we want, because we can't max out the effects yet. So that's kind of where we're going to prioritize right now. So with our last 20,000, we can max out our balls of gold. We're going to need about 25,000, I think, to finish off the balls of luck as well. But one thing I did just notice is that we don't actually start off with that much health. All of that health that we've been gaining through the run, because we only start off with 275 health. So when we were getting to hard and insane with about 600 health, that just means that we've been doubling our max health, which I think is fairly impressive and quite a cool little mechanic, that you're not locked behind a maximum and you can just keep gaining it on top like a bit of an overshield. It's very cool. I like it. And now here we have a fully upgraded ball of luck as well. We are going to make it so that we can just jump in a good chunk because we just want to see how this will look now. We don't really mind how much money we make because this is just a show. So it does just jump us straight into very hard. And as you can see, there are quite a lot of effects going around. Look at all of those gold balls bouncing. But this has been Storm's Call from itch.io. There will be a link to the game in the description down below, as I think you understand the point. I hope you had fun, and I will see you in the next one.